Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports 15 here, and today we have episode number 2 of the Pittsburgh Pirates fantasy draft franchise. So you guys voted, and you guys decided that you guys wanted to see this series right here. I had 4 other options, but you guys decided with this one. I really like this decision. We're probably only going to do one season with this. It's just going to be like a quick little thing, and hopefully we can make the playoffs, and then we'll do all the playoffs and stuff. So this episode right here, we are taking on the Chicago Cubs in the first game of the season. The pitching matchup is Matt Harrison for the Cubs against Madison Bumgarner for our Pittsburgh Pirates. So it's going to be a good matchup. We got our full stock lineup if you guys didn't see at the beginning. We did make one trade, Drew Pomeranz for Rajai Davis, just because one little thing like Davis could really help us because we need that speed off the bench. Could really help us, and if we're only doing 1 year for this franchise, we don't really need Drew Pomeranz. So we're probably going to deal away some more of our prospects. I think we have like 3 or 4 more like potential prospects that are not in the bigs right now. So we can always deal those guys off nearing the trade deadline. So second batter of the game goes deep for these Cubs, and they went to review with it. It was clearly a home run, but they decided to go to review for it, and they obviously did call it a home run. It was pretty close to a foul ball, but you could pretty much tell that it was a home run. So you see they went down for review, came back up, and they call it a home run. So Cubs take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. So we head to the bottom of the first after giving up that run. 1-2 count to Andrew McCutchen. He gets a fastball right down the middle, and he's going to take Matt Harrison for a ride. Deep left field, pretty much the same spot, just a little bit farther, a little bit more fair, and Andrew McCutchen ties the game up. So Andrew McCutchen is our best player. He's our star player on this team. He's really going to help out. He's one of the best center fielder in the game, one of the best hitters, and he's gonna be one of our best players the whole year round. So you see, he gives us the tie game after that, and we can try and pull away after that home run, but we would head to the top of the second, 2-2 count to their 5-hitter, I believe, and he is going to hit this ball into the right center field gap. Our right fielder, Will Myers, closing in on it, and he runs that ball down in the gap. So nice range there by Will Myers, great play, and it saves a extra base hit. So as Drupal Cabrera up in the bottom half of the second, he's going to hit this ball to the gap. The center fielder is not going to get to this one. It one hops against the wall, and he will be into second, sliding head first with a double. So great start to this inning. We got a runner on second, and as Drupal Cabrera has some pretty decent speed, we got Brett Laurie coming up with 1 out, chance to drive in the go-ahead run, and he will ground out to the catcher, who will throw this one over to third, and that will pretty much do it for the inning. After that, we didn't have any more chances to score. So top of the fourth, 0-1 count, and Madison Bumgarner gives up a double off the wall, and Will Myers can almost catch that if he timed it a little bit better, but he gets the ball in quick and holds him to a double. Nick Swisher was the man who ripped that ball to right field. So the next batter up would hit this ball into right field. Right fielder Will Myers throws it onto the plate really quick, and Swisher from second decides not to test the arm of Will Myers. So next up, Hunter Pence, runners on the corner with 1 out, and a wild pitch by Madison Bumgarner will get the run in from third and the runner from first on to second. So run on second now, 2-2 count to Hunter Pence. He's going to get a base hit into left field, and that will move the runner up to third. So they once again have runners on the corner, and they already have 1 run in this inning. So we need to shut them down here. 2-2 count to the next batter, Yadier Molina. He's going to ground out into a tailor-made double play, but Paul Goldschmidt botches the ball at first base, and that will give these Cubs an extra run. So they pick up an extra run in the top half of the fourth, and we got to get back on the bats, and we start off with a base hit by Andrew McCutchen, but John Mayberry Jr. absolutely robs him of that single. And then next up would be Yasmani Grandal, and he is going to get a base hit into right field. Definitely not going to test the arm of the right fielder Hunter Pence, and he's going to stay put at first base. So actually it's Goldsmith, my bad. Now up is Asdrubal Cabrera, and he's going to come up with a runner on first, 1 out, and he's going to get a base hit into right field, dropping in front of John Mayberry Jr. That one was actually a little bit more catchable than the Andrew McCutchen hit. So next up would be Yasmani Grandal, and he's going to get a base hit into left field. We keep the lineup moving. The runner from second is going to test the arm of John Mayberry Jr., and he's going to score. The runners move up to second and third, and now all we need is a fly ball to tie the game. They have a mound visit here. They don't pull the pitcher, but it's a very good start after we tied the game. We can tie the game up with just a fly ball because there's only 1 out. So Brett Laurie up. All we need is something to the outfield to tie this game up, and he's going to get it to the outfield. Deep center field, both runners tagging. Center fielder throws it into the cut, and for some reason he gets thrown out at third. The run does come across to score, and a little bit down the line, Luke Scott's going to come pinch hit in the 5th inning, if I am not mistaken, bottom of 5, and none out, runner on first, and he's going to scorch this ball deep right field, and the right fielder ran out of room after Luke Scott took Matt Harrison for a ride. So after Luke Scott came in to pinch hit and got that pinch hit home run, he is coming into the game just for that one at bat, and he will take the spot of the pitcher when he pinch hits. So that will be the end of the day for Madison Bumgarner. So Bumgarner only went like 5 innings, but he only let up 3 runs. So we're going to go to the bullpen here in the top of the 6th. Now with the 2-run lead, Bruce Rondon comes in. He's pretty much our 6th inning guy. We got 6, 7, 8 set up pretty well. So he's going to come in with a 1-0 count to Hunter Pence. He's going to get him to pop up. So he makes quick work of the Chicago Cubs. Now Steve Delabar is going to come in for the Chicago Cubs. He's having a good year in real life for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he's going to try and shut down these Pittsburgh Pirates. So 2-2 count to the second batter of the inning, and he's going to strike out, and Yadier Molina, one of the best defensive catchers, keeps it in front and throws him out at first. So Aaron Crow is going to come in for the 7th inning. He's pretty much the 7th inning guy. Neftali Feliz is the 8th, and then Big Mariano Rivera is the 9th. So 1-1 count to Yadier Molina, and we're going to get him to hit this ball into right field, and the right fielder Will Myers gets to it quick, plays it off the wall very nicely, and holds Yadier Molina to a single. So Evan Gattis is going to come off the bench to pinch hit for the pitcher, if I'm not mistaken, and he is going to try and at least move up the runner. 3-1 count, and he's going to get a base hit past the third baseman Brett Laurie and into left field. So they got runners on first and second, and they're getting off to a pretty good start in this inning. So the next batter is going to try and bunt this ball. He gets it down in a very good spot. The pitcher gets to it very slow, and Aaron Crow does not put a lot of onto that throw. So they got bases loaded and none outs. So if we can get out of this inning with just giving up 1 run, I'd be very happy. So with 1 out now after a strikeout, we are going to get a fly ball into left field. 1 run would come across. The runner from second tags to go to third, and they would have runners on the corner with 2 out and 3-2 counts. So Nick Swisher up. He's going to strike out on that fastball down and in. So that would be the end of the inning. We get out of it with only giving up 1 run and still have that 1-run lead. So to the top of the 8th, Neftali Feliz, and he's going to come in and he's going to get the 1-1 count. He's going to give up a base hit into center field, and the runner would go from first to third on that, and we would have runners on first and third, and we would try and get out of this inning with Neftali Feliz, our setup man. So now with a 2-2 count and 2 out to the next batter, Brandon Belt is going to hit this ball to short. Asdrubal Cabrera makes a nice play throwing off balance and throws him out at first base. So Dan Runzler is going to come in, and he is going to try and get out of this bottom of the eighth, sorry, with 2 out. Andrew McCutchen is going to come up and he's going to ground out to second base, a hot shot, and the second baseman does make a nice play, and Swisher makes a nice scoop at first. So Mariano Rivera is going to come in for the top of the ninth, trying to get his first save of the season. Now 1 out, and he's going to give up a base hit past the diving third baseman into left field. So we got a run on first base now. We're going to try and shut it down, and next batter would get another base hit up the middle. Runner goes first to third, so we got runners on the corners, and we're going to really push to end the game here. So next batter, Nick Swisher, 3-2 count. We need a ground ball to get out of this inning and turn a double play, and he would take the cutter down and in for ball 4. So runners going here. He's going to pop up the bunt, and we're just going to make the play, throw it onto first, and that would be your ball game. They tried to do a suicide squeeze to end it, and well, at least to tie it, and we ended it after he popped up the bunt. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Go check out all the other the box scores and everything. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.